When does success feel harder than ever? You work harder. You try smarter. You follow the rules people keep preaching: wake up early, grind, stay disciplined. Yet the finish line seems to move further away. You hit one goal, and suddenly another mountain rises in front of you. And deep down, you ask yourself, why does success feel like it costs more now than it ever did before? That question right there is the trap and the truth. The trap because many people think if it feels harder, it means they're failing. The truth because difficulty is often the very evidence that you're walking the right path. Think about it, life is supposed to get tougher the moment you outgrow your comfort zone. If it doesn't feel heavy, you're probably not lifting enough weight to build new strength. And yet, the strange paradox is this: most people run the other way to set, and they feel the heaviness. They say, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I don't have what it takes. But what if the struggle you're facing right now isn't a sign to stop, but the confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be? Here's the twist: success is not actually harder than ever. It just feels harder because the world is louder, faster, and more distracting than it's ever been. Every day, your mind is competing with noise, comparison, and pressure. And that makes even the right road feel like it's uphill both ways. So let me ask you something. What if this heaviness you're carrying is proof you're leveling up? What if the very reason success feels harder is because you're becoming someone who can handle more? Stay with me, because in the next part, we're going to uncover the hidden reason why hardship might just be your greatest ally, and how people who understand this end up growing faster while others give up too soon. Let's be real, success has never been a walk in the park. But today, there's an invisible weight pressing down on people that makes it feel heavier than it used to. It's not just the economy or technology or even the endless competition, it's the mental battlefield. See, 50 years ago, the measure of success was simpler. You worked hard, provided for your family, maybe built a small business or climbed your career ladder. The distractions were fewer, the comparisons limited. Today, the moment you scroll, you're bombarded with 1,000 curated lives that make your own victories feel small. And here's the dangerous part. When you believe success is harder for you than it is for others, you start fighting ghosts that don't even exist. That mindset is where most people lose. Not because they're incapable, but because they waste energy comparing, doubting, and shrinking. But here's the truth: no one wants to admit growth is supposed to feel like struggle. Think about it. A seed doesn't break through the soil without pressure. Muscles don't get stronger without resistance. Diamonds don't form without intense heat. And you, my friend, cannot rise to your highest self without carrying some weight that makes you sweat, stumble, and question yourself. The difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck isn't the weight itself, it's how they interpret it. Some people see hardship as punishment. Others see it as preparation. Which one are you? Because if you can shift that perspective, then suddenly what feels unbearable becomes a training ground. Every long night, every disappointment, every delay, it's not blocking you, it's shaping you. Now, I want you to hold on, because in the next part, we'll dig into something even deeper: the hidden link between your hardest struggles and your most powerful growth. And once you see it, you'll never look at difficulty the same way again. Here's the question most people never ask themselves: what if the very thing I'm running from is the thing I actually need? Think about your own life for a moment. The hardest seasons, the losses, the failures, the times you felt unseen or underestimated, those moments shaped you in ways easy days never could. You didn't grow when life handed you comfort. You grew when life pushed you into discomfort and forced you to find strength you didn't even know you had. But here's where most people get trapped. They mistake pain for punishment. They think the obstacle means they're cursed, unlucky, or not cut out for the path. In reality, the obstacle is the curriculum. Struggle is the classroom where strength, resilience, and wisdom are taught. Look at history, at anyone who ever rose to greatness. They all had a breaking point, a valley, a moment when walking away would have been easier. And yet, they pushed through not because they wanted the struggle, but because they understood what came on the other side of it. Here's the twist you must understand. Hardship isn't here to stop you. It's here to qualify you. Every time you face resistance, it's like life is asking you, are you serious about this? Do you really want it? Because if you're not willing to pay the price, you won't value the prize. And here's the most powerful shift. You don't have to see struggle as the enemy anymore. You can see it as the hidden teacher that shows up at the exact time you need it. The heavier the resistance, the stronger you'll be if you keep moving. So let me ask you, would it the very thing you're praying would go away is actually the very thing making you unshakable? Stay with me, because in part 4, we're about how to turn this understanding into fuel, how to stop carrying struggle like a bird and start using it as the wind at your back. Here's the shift. Struggle only feels like suffering when you resist it. The moment you decide to work with it instead of against it, it becomes fuel. Think about a fire. On its own, it destroys. But when you know how to control it, that same fire cooks your food, heats your home, and powers entire cities. Struggle works the same way. It can either burn you down or it can forge you into something unstoppable. The difference lies in your response. Most people waste energy asking, why me? But the people who rise above ask, what is this trying to teach me? That single question transforms every hardship into a stepping stone. Suddenly, rejection isn't rejection, it's redirection. Failure isn't the end, it's feedback. Delay isn't punishment, it's preparation. And here's the most empowering part. Once you see struggle as a teacher, you no longer have to fear it. You can face it with calm confidence, knowing that every challenge carries a hidden gift. You stop shrinking and you start leaning in. Now, I won't lie to you, this doesn't make life easy. It doesn't mean the road stops being uphill, but it means you'll stop wasting time carrying pain like dead weight and start using it as resist and straining for your soul. You'll rise stronger, wiser, and more grounded than the person who quit. Here's the mystery most people miss. Struggle isn't the opposite of success, it's the path to it. Every time you feel that heaviness, that's life whispering, you're in the right place. And if you can hold on to that truth, then in the next part, I'm going to show you how to anchor this mindset so deeply that nothing, no setback, no loss, no disappointment can shake your drive again. So here's the truth you need to carry with you. Success doesn't feel harder because you're weak. It feels harder because you're strong enough to be tested at a higher level. Life doesn't hand heavy weights to fragile people. It hands them to those ready to grow. And once you understand that, you become untouchable. Because what can stop someone who sees every setback as a setup, every obstacle as an opportunity, every hardship as growth in disguise? That's the untouchable mindset. Not one built on comfort, but on resilience. Not one built on luck, but on perspective. The people who rise aren't the ones who avoid struggle, they're the ones who learn how to transform it into strength. So the next time success feels heavy, don't ask, what's this building in me? A single shift turns frustration into focus, pain into power, and struggle into stepping stones. And if you're ready to take this even deeper, I want you to watch the next video. The untouchable mindset starts with one choice, because in it, we'll break down how one decision can unlock your full resilience and give you the mental toughness to thrive no matter what life throws your way. This is not just about motivation, it's about personal growth, mental toughness, and building the kind of life that cannot be shaken. So don't stop here. Keep building. And remember, this is wisdom recorded, your knowledge source. If this spoke to you, subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and keep walking with strength. Because success isn't getting easier, you're just getting stronger.